culturally relevant issues. Under that source, different ethnic groups were exonerated. In theory, race mattered. Only your loyalty to the working class did. In practice, Russia's history is full of strange and telling stories about race and racism. And that's exactly what we'll explore next. Uh,
All right. Hopefully the audio is going through. For some odd reason, YouTube removed the stream because I had the word. This is what happened. That's for having the word suicide. Can you believe that? They literally removed the live stream because I had the word suicide. Yes, they did, but they did. Hopefully my voice link. They removed it because I had the word suicide in the title. I don't know why I didn't do it right away. It's my YouTube is so strange. Okay, so the video is going through. I'm not kidding. I had the word suicide and they removed it. They said, oh, it's because of a self-harm policy. Was I showing anything related to self-harm? No. At least they didn't give me a community guideline strike or I'd be screwed. Well, I still can use the other channels, but because that would be my second one. I don't understand it. This for having the word suicide on it. I'll be back. And people wonder why YouTube is similar to propaganda. They did that since COVID, and then now, if you want to talk about anything mental health, then it's. I know. Tell me about it, Solis. Tell me about it. I'm fine. Don't worry. I think I need our community guideline strikes. They just removed it. That's it. They didn't give me a strike. If they did, I want to be live streaming again on this channel. It's dumb. That's for the word suicide. That's. I can use the word rape victim or rape or self-harm, but I can't use the word suicide. That's silly. So I'm guessing I can't use the word Suicide Squad, like the movie. You know, on my live stream, I'm going to try that. If I put the word, so ironic. Wow, just for the word suicide, golly. But yeah, Dumbo, you can go back and rest. Yeah, don't worry. Soaps will be here. I'm thinking, why did the live stream just ended? It's dumb. I was just talking about the YouTuber that died. That's it. If we can see gore, basically blanket those police videos, then what's the problem? When I get my channel back, I'm going to have to just show gore, well, educational reasons, and see how YouTube will like that then. Well, yet again now, they removed one of my videos for my YouTube is strange. I could have a profile picture of my scar, but if I show a photo, it'll get removed. Literally, it's right there. YouTube is weird. People need to know how important stuff like this. It doesn't make any sense. It does not. Yeah, I know, Stolas. I know. No, I know. I was just saying that out of frustration. Wait, what? Dumbo, you didn't tell me about that, unless I forgot. You got your video removed from uploading Plants vs. Zombies? That's stupid. That's, oh my. I do not like YouTube, I swear, I don't. I need my channel back, literally. I'm just glad that they were okay when I showed, I think it's back up on the channel though, whenever I get it back. When I showed my scar, YouTube knew it was a mistake for them to remove it, and it's back up. I'm not removing it because people need to know how important mental health is. Literally, if that was the case, then so many more YouTubers out there are going to kill themselves because of being cyberbullied. You cannot. Anyway, I know. I can't help it. So the reason why I do that is because if I don't do it now, well, I don't lose much. I won't know what will happen later. The same way when I used to film a lot of cartoons and I got copyright strikes. Now I know why I don't do that anymore. I know I get copyright. So especially when you want me to do reactions of Hell of a Boss because I want to, they gave me a copyright strike for that. So now I know I can't show Hazbin Hotel. I'm surprised others got away with it, but I can't. So now I know I cannot show Hazbin Hotel at all. I can't. Or Hell of a Boss. Which is, yeah, but the thing is though it's YouTuber that died. Other people are talking about it. So why would they remove mine? Mental health cannot be ignored. Also, no one has the right to actually remove my videos falsely if it's not causing any issues. I could be reporting a music video that shows a woman that's half naked. That's not right. If they don't like it, they don't have to view it then. That's not my issue. They'll probably want to watch pranks harassing people, so that's not my problem. Sorry, I sound so salty, right? I'm just viewing a video about racism in Russia. Why it's not what you think.
Next, the story takes.
How a black boy became Russia's nobility?
In the Russian Empire, black people were so rare, less as individuals and more as living curiosities, symbols of wealth, power, and latent flair. Having a black servant or attendant in your household wasn't just a status symbol, it was a statement. Look how far my rich extends. Look what I can afford. This bizarre fashion reached its height in the 18th century, but one man's story would turn this into something far more meaningful. His George Winnipeg. According to legend, he was born around 1696, probably in what is now Cameroon. As a young boy, he was likely kidnapped and ended up in Constantinople, where he was presented as a gift to Peter the Great. But Peter, known for his fascination with the West and love of education, saw something in the boy. Instead of treating him like a novelty, he adopted him into the royal court and sent him to France to be educated. Hannibal studied military engineering and mathematics, spoke several languages fluently, and eventually rose to the rank of a general in the Russian army. By the end of his life, he was a respected nobleman with an estate of his own, commanding both soldiers and scholars. But what truly immortalized Hannibal was not his military, it was his bloodline. His great-grandson was none other than Alexander Pushkin, the father of modern Russian literature. Pushkin was proud of his African roots, even though he inherited just a trace of history. While many novels tried to hide anything that could be seen as non-Russian, Pushkin leaned into it. He boasted about his lineage in letters, joked about it in poetry, and most importantly, explored in one of his earliest literary works, The Moor of Peter the Great. In this unfinished historical novel, Pushkin set out to tell his great-grandfather's story, not just as a chronicle of a. The book was not just groundbreaking for Russia. It was virtually unheard of in all of European literature at the time. A black protagonist in the 1820s, written by a biracial author in the courtly language of Imperial Russia, that wasn't right. That was a quiet revolution. And then came the fear of Asia, not just of difference, but of being overtaken.
This is an awesome video so far. I'm so. Oh my! I got a 56-second ad again. Oh dear. Anyway, okay, Dumbbell. I hope that you rest well, and I'm just glad that you're here to check by. And you know what? So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to use because I'm getting tired of this. I am. Because I used to do that. I know people don't like it, but that's not my problem. I refuse to not speak other languages. So I'm going to do that and see what YouTube would do to do this. It's not. It's educational for a reason.
By the late 19th century, racist theories from Western Europe were spreading through Russia like wildfire. Newspapers and intellectual circles eagerly consumed British, French, and German texts warning the so-called Yellow Peril, a fear that Asia's population would one day overwhelm and dominate the West. Russia, despite being partly an Asian empire itself, absorbed this paranoia with Asian people were certainly present in the Russian Empire, but mostly on its distant frontiers. They were treated like younger brothers, expected to stay on their own land and follow Moscow's orders. The average Russian peasant or city dweller had no interaction with Asians unless they were soldiers stationed in the Far East or merchants trading in border towns. This detachment bred myths and stereotypes. The few things people did know about China came through stories about food binding and gruesome executions. Caricatures depicted Chinese people with grotesque features as mysterious and menacing. But in reality, China was simply the faraway land that sent silk, tin, and porcelain. In the 19th century, the Russian Empire had taken a massive bite out of China. After the Opium Wars weakened the Qing dynasty, Russia quietly annexed vast territories in the Far East, what is now the southeastern part of the Russian Federation. Cities like Vladivostok and Khabarovsk were founded officially in the 19th century, but people had lived on that land for centuries. The Chinese were pushed out, the towns renamed, and their conquests quietly rewritten in history books as progress. Then Russia went to war with Japan, confident it would be a short and glorious victory. Russians believed they were the superior race. Truly, the Japanese couldn't match European strength. They were wrong. The Russo-Japanese War ended in humiliation. Japan's modern military crushed the Russians at sea and on land. It was a shock, not just to the Russian army, but to the national psyche. How could a lesser race defeat them? After the Bolshevik Revolution, tens of thousands of White Army refugees fled to China. Cities like Harbin and Shanghai became hubs for Russian exiles, and for the first time in history, the Whites found themselves beneath Asians on the social level. It was a jarring reversal. The so-called superior race was now living in poverty and dependency under foreign authority. These exiles had no choice but to adapt, rebuild, and reinvent themselves in an unfamiliar world. If you want to know what that
So that's how Russians became racist, because they were into poverty by, she said, the Japanese during the war. I try to pay attention here. During the war and whatnot, because the Asians took over the land and they struggled. Pardon me. Joyful, because Russians are known for looking really serious all the time. It's kind of true though, but I can see why. Yet again, the Philippines, though, they're the opposite. Yet they went through a lot. It's interesting. So I'm a black man. I visited Russia and Ukraine in 2010. The people were great. I did get looks, but well, he said here, so I'm just reading my own words. A little girl even asked to have her picture taken with me. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, it's just like China. If a Russian visit an African country, they would get curious. Oh, absolutely, because it's not normal, and not in a bad way, to see someone with different race in a homogeneous society. So even when they leave Russia, they bring bad attitudes with them. I was talking to a Russian dude who literally was in the States as a refugee because of the war. Had the nerve to say he heard Black Americans are violent. Oh dear. I crashed out on him and how absurd it was for him to be fleeing violence while accusing another group of violence. Oh boy. I agree with that. I had a girlfriend years ago from Moscow. She had moved to the US. Her mother's Jewish. Her father was from Latin America. Wow, that's quite the mix. It was over in Moscow on a scholarship. He eventually left, so she grew up a black by what's phenotype mean? Latin and Jewish in Moscow. It's quite a mix. She went through a lot growing up in Russia, but had the benefit of being from a relatively wealthy family. She didn't like talking too much about growing up, but I would get her to tell me stories from time to time. It didn't sound fun. Curious, I got to talk to her Russian mom via phone a few times, who never left Moscow. She couldn't speak English, and I was not fluent in Russian. So communicated in Spanish. That's interesting. Yeah, we did not have black people in the Soviet Union. Um, we knew them from the movies. The first time I saw the black people when my mom took my brother and I to Moscow to watch a football game in 1979. I was so happy. I stared at them as if they came from outer space. Where they? Okay, I'm flattered. It's kind of weird. They think you were from a different planet. That's weird. I might be a hypocrite because if I see something really rare, I'm thinking, yeah, they're probably from outer space too. They were probably African diplomats. Interesting. It's hard to find a restaurant by a beggar or an alcoholic, and we're not talking about the distant past, but literally the present. Yeah, Russians. I know they're great people. It's just, oh, I just don't like what the damn president is doing to Ukraine. That's my problem. Russia's racism isn't just black versus white. Oh yeah, it's more than that. Slavic privilege, yeah. Caucasians, Central Asians, Africans, Indigenous, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'm sure Russians are racist by their own. There is racism in every society on this planet, Russia included too. Those who don't know this refuse to acknowledge it. Yeah, I agree. I'm African and American, female. Wait, what's FBA? Living in South Korea, I've never experienced racism here. Oh, that's a shock. But I heard others have. I've experienced some prejudice before, but yeah, prejudice, but not racism. I visited Kazakhstan, a former Soviet country, in the summer of last year. I was told the N word by a little boy when I was walking in the mountains in Albany. Oh, I know that city. My friend was white. Oh, was with me and translated. I was told they use this word often. Oh, like friend. Yep, I know what they're coming about. Yeah, negro. Yeah, negro is not. It's not racist. It means black. They say negro. That's a Spanish term, though. Yeah, it's not offensive. I don't want people thinking Negroes are offensive. I like that word. Um, I'm an American black man. I know I'm hated all over the globe and even at home because of who and what I am. Yeah, we are gods on earth. It's a crazy thing. All the while we don't pay any particular people enough. I've accepted the fact that no matter where I am on this planet, I'll always be feared or hatred, worshipped. Oh, I don't want to be worshipped. Hell no. Love just because of the color of my skin. Sadly, that is true though. If we were made in His image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God. I don't. Well, at least I don't feel that way. But they fear us just the same. I wonder who wrote that quote down. Anyway, it is calm, isn't it, Stos? I love her accent. It's beautiful, isn't it? I'm not kidding. Russians, they do talk like that. You never want to visit Russia, Stos? I don't blame you. You want to know something? My TikTok, is that accurate? You want to know something really creepy? So, or 2 months, they're Russian. I'm not kidding. I literally had people in Russia viewing my TikTok. Why? I'm not complaining. I'm thinking, why Russia though? I don't speak their language well, and well, look at my skin color. If that's another thing, it's kind of weird. I'm not kidding. It'll give you analytics, right? I know they probably click off my video or whatever, but they keep coming back. It's weird. A lot of my, I have most of the more than 60% of my viewers are from Russia. Why? It's weird, and some of them are from other Russians. It's so strange that there's some Russians out there that may have seen my videos without me knowing it. It's kind of interesting. I do not know why. I'm not complaining. I'm flattered. And I did a video of me reacting to one of the cities, though. The quality is terrible, and someone liked it. It's probably a Russian. Whoever that Russian is, them for that. I was flattered. I'm thinking, why am I getting Russians? I thought TikTok was banned in their country, but I guess I was wrong. Yeah, it is interesting, isn't it? And Solus, let me guess. The reason why you don't want to... Oh, yeah, because one, they're homophobic, and two, they're racist, right? I know they are homophobic. That's a fact. What? You really think I'm going to have Brazilian viewers? Really? What makes you think that? I mean, I did have Brazilian viewers on my YouTube channel when I used to do Steven Universe. I'm surprised you said that. I'm curious. Why? Because I look Brazilian? I mean, I'll be flattered if you think so. I'm curious. That has to be it, right? I mean, I'm not sure if Brazilians you know what? I do wonder if Brazilians have a certain look to them. I know I do though. But at the same time, you can't tell. I don't have any Brazilian viewers on my TikTok. I don't. I have some Mexican ones, not much though. I have some Belarus, some odd reason. And Belarus, for crying out loud. That country is. That country is. I don't know how to explain it. That country is shut off from the rest of us. I'm not kidding. It's so weird. Like, why in Minsk? They don't even speak English. It's so weird. What the hell? I'm not complaining. It's just why? There has to be a reason. It makes me laugh because why though? There has to be a reason. And let's see. I had some that live, of course, here in the States, and then I think I have some, well, barely in your country though. Probably a couple, but that's about it. I actually got more viewers, and I gotta check again. I think it's just mostly the US and Russia for some odd reason.
der Erde. Und deswegen lasst uns zur Zeit zurückgehen. Ich zeige euch,
Ich bin in die letzte Diktator Europas something. Gereist? So he's German.
Nacht geht's dann mit dem Bus nach Minsk, erstmal nach Litauen.
Yeah, there's no English subtitles, but I can understand some German.
Ich bin jetzt in Vilnius in Litauen angekommen und das um 12:17 Uhr und Bus nach Belarus geht um 12:50 Uhr. Ich habe also 20 Minuten jetzt zum Bus zu laufen. Ist aber kein Problem, weil diese Flughäfen hier im Baltikum sind so groß wie bei uns in Deutschland, irgendwelche Dorfbahnhöfe, extremst klein. Und ja, bleibt alles wie am Schnürchen. Ich hole jetzt auch noch Geld am Automaten, weil wer weiß, ob meine Karten in Belarus überhaupt funktionieren. Ich meine, in Russland funktioniert es nicht. Wieso sollte es dann hier in Weißrussland funktionieren?
Also ich sitze im Bus, jetzt geht es nach Minsk und ich bin der einzige Ausländer, einzige Tourist, 99% hier aus Weißrussland, Weißrussen. Und ich bin Russisch, auch wieder cool.
Ich glaube, ich jetzt noch reinschaffe, ich bin auf jeden Fall auf belarussischem Boden. Ja, wir sind gerade über den ersten Stützpunkt gefahren und warten jetzt hier bei der zweiten Grenze. Hier ist der Beweis, Leute, hier ist die Grenze von Belarus und ich stehe hier. Also ungefähr 10 Meter über der Grenze. Hier ist Litauen, hier Belarus. So Leute, es ist 6 Uhr morgens in Minsk.
His eyes are gray.
Ja, nee, die liegen egal, die liegen das steht jetzt gesagt. Da. Ну, я был в Санкт-Петербурге, уже 2 раза. Ну, в Руси был, в Беларуси нет. Ну, я предполагаю, что ваш культур очень похожа, да?
So he speaks both. I had a feeling some Germans speak Russian.
Ну, я надеюсь, что я буду познакомиться с белорусскими народом.
It's not the language.
Morgen, das ist ja die letzte Diktatur Europas. Gute Nacht. Wir sehen uns morgen wieder. So Leute, guten Morgen. Ich nehme euch jetzt mit durch sonnige Minsk. Ja, ist ein guter Tag, schöner Tag und wir gehen rein und schauen uns
But yeah, they don't speak English at all in that country, not one bit.
die neue Welt.
It's beautiful. It's really clean. It's huge.
Die Hauptstraße entlang. Meine ersten Eindrücke sind sehr ruhige Stadt, sehr sauber, aber ich bin jetzt auch erst 10 Minuten raus. Ich bin gespannt, wie sich entwickelt. Ganz schöner Oschi. Im Zentrum steht Wladimir Lenin, der Gründer der Sowjetunion. Von hier aus regiert Lukaschenko das Land. Von hier aus seit über 9 plus 24, seit fast 35 Jahren derselbe Herrscher. Ja.
Der belarussische Präsident Lukaschenko ist seit 1994 an der Macht. Seitdem kontrolliert er das Land politisch, gesellschaftlich und medial. Umgangssprachlich und in den Medien ist Belarus als die letzte Diktatur Europas bekannt. In den letzten Jahren gab es immer wieder Aufstände und Proteste gegen das Regime von West bis nach Ost. Wie international mit Belarus umgegangen werden soll, ist höchst umstritten, denn sie haben einen sehr starken Nachbarn.
Ви знімаєте, я знімаю теж. Я хочу знать, как жизнь в Руси. Я
блогер, пою песни, артист. Артист, блогер, инфлюенсер.
И сколько подписчиков у вас есть? 110 тысяч. О, у меня есть 6 тысяч. Ну круто, но жизнь неплохо. И для тебя. Хорошо?
I'm sorry, but man, Belarusians are kind of cute in a way. They look Asian for some odd reason.
Ja, seid euch ehrlich, Leute, mir war das gar nicht so bewusst, dass die Belarussen ihre eigene Sprache haben.
Why do I get Russian viewers? Why? There has to be a reason. I don't get it. Why? There has to be a reason. I'm sorry, I keep bringing that up because I'm kind of shocked that most of my viewers are from there. They're not from the... There has to be a reason. I wish I knew Russian more. Ah. I only know basics of it.
Skyline von Linz. Ich muss echt Glück sagen, ich bin dankbar an YouTube, dankbar an euren Support vor allem, da ich inzwischen einfach mal spontan nach Belarus fliegen kann und für euch Videos drehen darf und damit mein Geld verdiene. Und ich weiß, viele von euch haben auch Bock auf so einen flexiblen Job, der ortsunabhängig ist oder generell Lust auf so einen Job in der Tech-Branche.
Wait, hold on. Let me read. I'm so sorry, Sauce. I got a little carried away. Remember back in your Steven Universe, Total Drama, and the house channel, you would have the Brazilian. Yes, I did that on purpose. I did because I thought it was cute, and I want to be a little bit random because I remember I checked my analytics. How do I explain this? Yeah, okay, they're from Brazil, so why not? I not only added the Brazilian flag, I didn't know they take that so serious. The Indonesian flag once. So I guess you got a good point. Yeah, you're right, Stos. You're right. You were right. And to be honest, you're pretty racially... I thought I was racist. I mean, I feel awful about some stuff in the past. You know, that's not who I am. Otherwise, I would hate for having a hatred towards Germans and Russians. But meaning you look like you could be a mix of any right. Really? Is that so? When I first saw it... What? Wait. I want you to type that word. That word. What? So, are you serious with the... You gotta be kidding me, right? I'm flattered. What? What? Bullshit. Wait, prickly crud. No, I don't. What? What are you... Wait, I'm so curious. Okay, I'm gonna have fun with this. So I'm surprised. Let me ask you this. What makes me look Colombian compared to a Venezuelan? I need to know about this. Why do I look like a Colombian? I want to know so bad. I am so flattered. Do I look like a Colombian? I thought I looked Brazilian though. Even though there's no way to look Brazilian because it's the same way for a British person. You're not going to tell unless they speak. Wait, let me just look up Colombia very quick. Hold on. All I know is it's the capital largest city. I don't know that much about Colombia, though, sadly. Because I don't hear that much about it. The funny thing is, my bird looks more Colombian because there was this TikToker that was hot. He kind of has the same skin complexion as Why the Sarud, Deep into the Hood of Medellin. Oh, boy. The Truth About Bogota with Paulette. They have a beautiful flag. I just had to just share that. I know it's the same as Venezuela, and Biden Bangra could go fucking rot in hell. Perma language. That's what he did to those poor women. I don't know why people still watch him. I'm sorry, Soaz. I'm hearing things. It sounds like someone called my name. I thought my brother did, but no. I either got good hearing or is my schizophrenia is kicking in. Fuck, I am schizophrenic. I literally do hear things are not there. It's nuts. It doesn't happen all the time though. Man, I just hope because I do have good hearing. I think it's the what? Wait, okay, so I'm curious. So I want your opinion. What is the difference in your opinion? Okay. What is the difference between a Venezuelan and a Colombian? I'm really curious. I'm really curious. It's so funny that you said that I have Colombian eyes. Really? That's interesting.
Hi everyone, Donut here. Don't you just love Sunday morning? Some people go to church, some people sleep in. I like Sunday mornings for my and then some people will stop.
I'm surprised you even know about that country because you live already in the UK.
This happens.
I mean, we live right next door to them. Let's see.
No one got shot, no one got hurt. Deputies had been a little bit slower or the gun would have jammed. This would be a completely different story. And this would have been one of those videos that channel demonetized. Hats off to the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department for a job well done. Today's mate.
Okay, that's my brother. This is, I think the puffs are playing with them. Oh yeah, the New Mexicans were arresting those boys out of gun. I didn't know a 7-year-old can even get in handcuffs. That's insanely young. Yeah, I remember that video. Yeah, New Mexicans are amazing people. I'm sorry, they are. I know people like them and all. They're doing a good job making those kids drop the gun down, especially how little they are. Man, and yet people hate New Mexicans. I don't. I love them. I mean, for crying out loud, we have Native Americans that live out here. All right, I'm so sorry. I'm running. It varies, but I suppose it's the hair. Okay, that makes sense. The skin tone and the facial features. That is so interesting that you said that. Weird. I guess I need to go to Colombia then. Do I? The funny thing is, I think I probably would fit more in Colombia than Mexico because Mexico is a beautiful country, but people don't want to say this. They can't be racist. Just like us Americans, you'll be surprised. I think I get mistreated. My experience. I mean, there are great Mexicans I met, but it's a mixed bag. The handful ones I met didn't like me because I'm a little dark. So I think because since up in the northern states, they're known for being European, let's just say Italian and German. They don't like people a little bit dark skinned. That's just my experience, sadly, though. But I had great experience with Cubans I've met, and how bright color from what she told me. So I probably fit better in those countries. No offense to Mexico, though. No offense, but that's kind of true, though. No, it's an Asian couple. The guy. Okay, she's white. It's a mixed couple. And they're in Bogota. No, ways in, so to speak. I guess I should speak Spanish more. Do I? What channel is this? Justin and Elena? I never got told by anyone that I look Colombian. Oh, look to touch a pigeon.
with this shoe shiner trying to approach me to shine my shoes. So you can see because there's so many here, some people actually use it as a business. They start selling seeds to feed the pigeons, and they actually work because a lot of people are feeding pigeons right now.
You see, this area Lacandaria.
Oh, there's the blacks. I saw that. I saw that.
There are lots of colonial style architecture that is still standing. So it kind of feels like we're stepping back in time, which is so different than the rest of Pagoda that we show you.
It's so big. This is Pagoda. They're really they get really cold. I actually looked up. They get cold all year round. So you can check it every day if you live there. It's so beautiful, and they got gorgeous. You want to know something? One of our sister cities, still is. Have you heard of it? It's supposed to be when a city shares with another culture. I think my city, we actually, it's not Bogota, but it's somewhere in Colombia. We actually have a sister. I think it's Medellin. I gotta look that up. We actually, I think, share similar cultures than they do, which is kind of funny though. It's so beautiful though. It's so big. It's so weird that I can see buildings stretching for miles. I know South America is like this, but damn it. Oh, there's mountains though.
What really stands out in this area are the amounts of artistic graffiti.
Graffiti is actually considered legal in most areas. Of course, not government goods and all that, but most areas actually considered decriminalized. Other countries, like for example in Hong Kong.
Oh, there's a painting of a black couple. Curious.
Where definitely get arrested very soon. But in Pagoda, I like that it's about the freedom of expression through painting and also the creativity as well. You know, really beautiful, colorful graffiti all around the street Pagoda, which is very impressive.
Man, they got quite the black influence down there. You're not kidding.
In Russia, usually if you see graffiti on the wall, so it will be something like this and it will be something like that wall. But here, graffiti is a totally art. Just look at this. It just makes the city even more prettier if without graffiti. Can you imagine?
Well, here's the thing. As soon as we step away from the set just a little bit, we really felt uneasy and so different.
To be honest, guys, now we're walking in this area and safe at all because a lot of homeless people, a lot of like weird people under drugs, a lot of people smoking marijuana.
That won't bother me. I see that all the time. Homeless, drugs, that's nothing.
This area, compared to the area we live in, it's a bit more dangerous. And also, here everywhere police patrolling around.
You know, having police is a good thing, but having too many police makes it feel even more dangerous.
When we arrived to Bogota, immediately our bodyguard of our building told us, "Don't put your phone here," because usually I like to carry my phone on myself. They said, "Don't put your phone here, or don't hold it in your hands, otherwise someone will come." And just 2 times they told us, 2 different people, so it feels like it's so common in Bogota.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, such a beautiful city too, though.
So now we're actually going to head up to the mountain of Bogota. This is the tallest mountain in Bogota. It's called Monterrey. And to go there, there are two ways to go there. One is cable car, another one is a funicular, a mountain climbing one that we saw from afar just now. It will look super steep, and this is the food. Apparently they call it tequila.
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 It's kind of like an elevator.
So you can see the skyline, huh?
Whoa.
Oh, it's beautiful. They're above the clouds.
As far as it is, the better. Also, when you come up here in the area, the air is much colder, as well as the air is a lot thinner as well. So the good thing about this is actually 3,000 meters above ground. So
3,000 meters? I don't know how big that is, sadly.
if you stack out 4 tallest buildings in the world, Burj Khalifa in Dubai, so basically the height of this mountain, which is you look down at Bogota.
So that's like 6,000. Oh my! Wait. Oh, really? I know, but actually I didn't know that. Bogota is over 8,000 feet above sea level. Oh, this is capital, right? 8,000 feet above sea level? 3 times taller than a Burj Khalifa. Oh my gosh, that's insane. That must be nice. Seeing a skyline from the mountain view. I can't stand being somewhere that has no mountains. I don't know why.
Even for it's actually one of the tallest cities in the world. It's 2,600 meters, which is 3 Burj Khalifas. That's why usually in Bogota, the weather in general is very unstable because it's mountain weather, unpredictable. You know, just now at the square, it was all sunny, super hot, and all of a sudden, boom,
Cloudy.
Raining, wearing rain jacket.
This place is famous for it's so high in Bogota that you can see the entire beautiful city of Bogota. Something nice view.
Nice view.
Look at the view. Really nice. It's okay, be patient. Maybe later it will go away like in Fansipan.
If you like following your travel video from Vietnam, Fansipan, we went to the tallest mountains in Vietnam. It was super cool and cinematic. All the way now. No, after this.
Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
So cinematic.
Looks like second time in our life we're so lucky because this guy go away now. We finally can see the city.
It's beautiful. See, the funny thing is, I heard this country is pretty dangerous, but I guess it's like anywhere. It depends where you go. It's not. It's at least it's not like Venezuela's level. And I got a 56-second ad. What? What? I forgot about the movie Enchanto. I know they're Colombian. I look like Camilo, and that's the movie that takes place in. Like, let me look this up. Hold on. Who's Camilo? I like that name for some odd reason. Oops. Is one L? I don't know where the other viewers are. I guess they're just trolling with the viewership because they got nothing special to do. No matter how many times I say it, because they know that they're muted. Oh, is that so? I look like wait, that's a guy, right? So I've heard. He has that androgynous look. I gotta see this. Let me see. I never seen Enchanto, not a bit. Wait, does he? What the hell? What? Did he just transform into other people? What the hell? This is so weird. He could shapeshift? This is so weird. He's adorable though.
Bring a new generation of magical blessings and make hope of our family's story.
This guy is so weird. So he can shapeshift? That's a cool ability. I gotta admit, he can shapeshift? I mean, I even told Cartoon She that I am. Because I don't like masculine clothing. But at the same time, I don't wear flamboyant clothing. Think about dresses. I mean, I wouldn't mind wearing a dress. It depends, though. Let's just say I like, but it basically would be both the clothings that both genders could wear. It actually makes sense, right? And then androgynous, that's clothing, right? Androgen is androgen. It depends on who I hang out with. The reason why I say that is because I know growing up, I had to basically act and be, I guess I kind of was forced in a way, but I kind of grew on it. You know, I don't like to be masculine. If I have to, then I can. It's not being gender fluid. It's just androgynon, right? I can look that up. I know there's a difference between androgynon and gender fluid. Because gender fluid, that's when you feel one day, then the next day. Me, no, it depends who I'm around with. So if I'm around men that are really macho, then I kind of act like them. That's too. So I know it gets people guessing sometimes. I do that a lot. But I don't like being masculine unless I have to be, though. Because especially since I grew up in a Mexican society, yeah, being feminine is not, it's kind of frowned upon, if that makes sense. I think I go to the Middle East, I'll play with, hell, even the Middle East, they're more open to their friendships. So Mexicans, though, they can be a little bit of a handful. They're sweet and all, but they're a little unpredictable. And let's just say they like to use dark humor. So that means that they're being friendly with you. So if they're acting homophobic, they're not. So yeah, I grew up around that. I think that's part of why I act that way, because that's the environment that I grew up in. I mean, I didn't chose it. So it's kind of funny to think about it. I just had to share that if you see some of my videos, you probably could tell with some of the men that I've met, if I still have videos like that, that's how I act. Awesome. I mean, I think I had a feeling it would be, but I don't want it to assume. And yeah, everyone in the family has supposed to build. Really? I didn't knew that. That's pretty cool. Oh, you typed androgynous twice. I don't mind. That's so cool that you're androgynous. I didn't knew that. I love that word. I don't know why. I gotta visit Colombia. It looks beautiful. There is this really hot TikToker around. Oh, he's so hot. I masturbated to a couple of his videos. He had a nice stomach. He had tattoos. He's 25, I think. His name is Rosaflex. He's a flexible guy. He's known in this country, kind of. He's really attractive. Oh my gosh. He's really attractive. It's so weird. I know Colombians are so different than Mexican. There's a big difference. We hit against the same thing for the Irish. They're different than British people. It may not seem like it, but they are. Let's see. Some YouTube shorts. Androgynous to girly glam. Where I get, oh, there's unisex jewelry. What do we think of the new set? What's that? Oh, that's only 8 seconds. Unisex? Let's see.
I'll have clothing that we bought but never wear. For me, it's these pants from person styling, something like that. First step, be brave, be open to the possibility. The easiest thing to do is to pair this piece with all black. These pants have a pattern that is a little out of my comfort.
She was gorgeous. I love her outfits. I think the reason why still is because that person's trans. It's kind of hot. I'm sorry. This person is not trans. Are you fucking kidding me? There's no. He looks more masculine than most men. There's no way that person's born a female. If people want to shame on trans people, he's fucking hot. I'm sorry. He's really attractive. Oh my god. His name is. He's fucking hot. Oh my god. Facial hair. 4 proven ways to pass as a trans guy? No BS. There's no way this person's trans. Are you kidding? He's fucking hot. I'll be intimidated. Are you kidding me? This person's trans? See, this is why I like to keep people questioning about my sexuality. I'm not into women now, but I'm not into sex either. And oh boy, I like to keep people question my sexuality. I like to say ace, but ace in question, right?
Deepening your voice and wearing a hoodie and calling it a day? Nah, I've got game-changing hacks that
His voice is deep. That's fucking hot. There's no way this person's trans. Are you fucking kidding me? What the? He is so attractive. What the? Oh my god! This should be illegal to be this attractive.
nobody talks about, or at least I've never heard anyone talk about, that'll actually help you pass. Let me show you how it's really done.
Because I could tell he doesn't have. Well, not.
Helps if we all know that. But hear me out. Your neck is a cheat code.
I'm sorry. I love his eyes. It's so black. It's kind of intimidating. I don't know why.
You ever notice how cis-jacked men have wide...
Have I seen this? I would guess they're a guy. And I feel so embarrassed when they're trans because they look like a guy. It's kind of scary. I don't know why. He's fucking hot. He even has hair. Damn it! And people want to kill trans people. What the? Why?
Their necks? You probably don't even think about it, but your brain registers it as masculine instantly. So one exercise that I do that really helps with this is shoulder shrugs. And the way to do it is literally in the name, shoulder shrugs. All you do is take a weight in one hand, take weight in the other hand, and put your arms
This
out,
person's not trans. Are you
have your
kidding me?
shoulder width apart, and then raise those shoulders as high as you can and back down.
He's kind of
You want to
hot.
do them pretty slowly so that you really feel it working. Do this consistently and you'll start to see a big difference. Tip number 2, fix your eyebrows.
I'm sorry. He's so hot. Oh my god. He is so hot. There are gay guys that look way, not a bad way. They look like women compared to him. That is insane. And they're feminine, right? They're not trans. What the fuck? He is so hot. Oh my god, he's so hot. Oh my god. Is that his stomach? I want to see. He is so hot. I'm sorry. This is gonna sound inappropriate, and I don't care about nudes, right? You can see why I find him hot. I would masturbate to him. I would. Well, I want to see his. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. Oh my goodness, he is so hot. I might need to bookmark this. Like, he's so hot. Oh my gosh, he's so hot. Oh my god, this is not a trans person. He has so much hair. I like his navel too. I would freak out if I see a guy like he's so hot. Is this a female? No fucking way, that's a female. Literally, I don't see the scars. The nipples are fucking huge. Oh my. All right, I gotta stop. I'm gonna stop looking. What's his name? I want to know what his name is. China's attractive though. If I did, I'll buy. But my guy will love this man. Literally, he is so hot. Oh my god! I want to like the video. Okay, so it's titled FTM Boxer Review. Is it worth it? Yeah. Yes. How does a trans man have so he has so much facial? Oh my. I never see so much on a trans person. I don't have any hair. Not little. I want to see him stretch. I don't know why. Oh my gosh, I want to master. Sorry, inappropriate. Um, and people would kill men like him. Why? Why? Not because he's attractive. No. Why? I just don't get it. I'm gonna have to bookmark this person. He is so. When I get my China back, I'm gonna have to talk about the with transphobes. I'm not kidding. He is so hot. He is so. Oh my! I never seen a man so attractive. Okay, I'm gonna click away now. He makes gay men look like gay women look like I don't want to date them. I'm sorry, that's so wrong of me. I love both feminine and masculine, but I prefer It depends on the person. Oh my god, I want to say people need to stop. And this is why I support trans people because they could look like this. I'm not kidding. He is so masculine. God damn it. He's like a totally different person. I don't want to see the chest. I don't. Oh, this person. Oh, no wonder they're hot. They're from California. So it says your, but the slang word of it. Your. Oh, never mind. That says SoCal. It says local stranger. I hope I typed it right. Boy, how? I didn't know I was feminine until 6. That's interesting. He makes some good videos. Side effects of taking testosterone. That's a good one. You can see his chest. Oh my god, that's a nice chest. I gotta admit, this is not a trans person. What the fuck? You know what? If I were met a trans person, I mean, I'm just saying this just to dildo and feeling their stomach, I would. I'm not kidding. Seeing before and after testosterone. So that's supposed to be a picture of him when he's a little girl. It's so weird that females they could not in a mean way. It's just females when they transition. Oh god damn it. Okay, I'm glad I found that channel. That's the temp in the word androgynous in the title. I don't know how I found that person's channel. I don't know how. How did I find his channel again? I don't even remember. I just found it. I'm glad I did. It was in the suggestions. Well, good. Good. I want to look up male to female. Let me see what I can find. This woman, because I don't like sex, so yeah, that will work. I mean, okay, down there may be an issue though, but she looks gorgeous. Oh my! Actually, some of these male to females look awesome. Let me see. Difference between being a boy versus a girl, male to female. Let me see. The thing is, that trans guy, his voice is deeper than mine. That makes it even hotter. I'm sorry.
Guys, hope you're having a great day. I am, thank you, over so many years ago. Like, at this point, like who the hell cares? I met up with a psychologist when I was 15 and I medically transitioned at the age of 18. Sometimes when I talk to people, they're kind of baffled by the fact that I'm living my life every day.
Some women I've seen, not a bad way, they would have mustaches or a little facial hair. This person's trans? Matilda? Hold on. Instead of Matilda, I like that. Hogberg. This is, oh my. Support it. This is not a woman. What the? Yes, they are still a guy, but the thing is, it's the gender that we're talking about, not the sex, the gender.
Living as man and living as woman. And please take this with a grain of salt. These are my.
The voice is so feminine. I love it.
The police says that the husband did it, but June, she's more clever than that. She knows that something is up. The thing with this game is that the story is so enthralling. Like, I love the story. It feels like you're.
I would never guess this person's born a guy. No. Wow.
It's such a weird experience.
I love the nose. It's so cute. It's
like,
it's so feminine because it's so small.
Guy, like when you're a sassy girl, you get hated on. It was it's such a different vibe. The same girls that were supportive and like saying that I was so fun, those same girls shifted as I transitioned. I lost so many girlfriends that I've had my entire life because I transitioned. However, guys treat me the complete opposite. I remember being bullied my entire life for being feminine, didn't want anything to do with me. Like, as soon as they kind of felt the vibe that I was gay, they didn't want to talk to me anymore. But as I transitioned, every time I met a new guy, they were really, like, friendly to me. I really experienced it firsthand what it meant with pretty privilege, and that guys are very, very nice towards women they find attractive.
Sadly.
Obviously, I didn't tell them that I was trans because I don't go around, the first thing that comes out of my mouth, everyone assumed that I was gay and treated me as such. Like, please do remember that this was like 13 years ago and we've come a long way, but being gay back then was not the same.
I agree. I absolutely agree with her. I was in high school when this happened. She's speaking the truth.
Today. So
subscribe.
I remember my entire people treated me
Just be supportive.
like I was gay, and I always heard really awful things about me. But as I transitioned, people thought that I was just like a cis girl. People thought that I was just like a straight cis girl, and they treated me accordingly. So if that makes sense. It's like all over the place, but I hope you understand. It's gonna be really difficult, like editing all of this together, because these are just my thoughts. Something else I do remember, I've talked about this before, but I remember when I was like 17 or like 18, right before I transitioned, I was walking through the grocery store. I've never been like very tall. I've always been very like medium.
Average.
So sometimes in the grocery, like workers didn't come up to me and be like, oh, we can help you. Tall guys didn't help me throughout my life. I was just like on my own, if that makes sense. If I couldn't take something off the top shelf, like bad luck, I guess.
That sucks.
That's life, boo-hoo.
Yeah.
But when I transitioned, I remember it
okay.
vividly, maybe like a year after I transitioned, I kind of looked like so I was walking through the grocery store and I just looked at the top shelf. I literally just glanced at the top shelf. I didn't even reach. And the guy came out and then he walked off. And it was such a different experience what it was like living as a teenage boy. I don't know if it's like that anymore, but I felt like it was.
I'm surprised. But not changed your behavior since you last been here, though. But funny that both of you never met a Russian. I met a Russian once, though. She was sweet. I know Russians tend to be cold, which is true, though. But this is part of who they are. It's something personal. Reacting to trans character in Family Guy. I'm gonna love that. She's so gorgeous, though. Okay, just want to make sure that the live stream is still working. Top 30 celebs who shut down homophobic interview. Ooh, I want to see that too. LGBTQ pressure, Jojo Siwa. Oh, actually, I heard she was not a great person, though. There's a male-made cafe in Japan. I want to go. Excuse me. Gay TikTok star canceled for opinion on Pride Month. Interesting. The dark truth the LGBT movement refused to admit. Oh, there's a lot. She begged her mom to save her seconds later. Okay, enough of the police videos. I've seen enough.
Very good.
But it's
Will it be so terrible?
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the
for giving me the opportunity to express the rumors. But for some reason, I just don't feel like it.
Number 3. She's the one playing defense.
I've heard her songs, but I think that she and Kate same person. They just changed the week. Okay, but I gotta give Lady Gaga credit.
So old-fashioned.
I know.
God.
While chatting with Bill O'Reilly about her most fascinating celebs, things get tense fast. First, she claps back at his rude comments about Lady Gaga. Then, when
The reason I am is because that's what he trades on. He trades on this. Don't give me homophobic.
Walters isn't having it. She pushes back, praising Lambert's talent and performance choices, while O'Reilly talks about his sexuality like it's just some kind of gimmick. It's great seeing Walters stand up to him, until she admits she once tried to out Lambert. So close, and yet, yikes.
He was expressing himself.
Oh, she's not a great person. Or whatever.
Yeah, by the way,
Yeah.
this is the first time that I have done interviews where I've asked 2 people out of the 10 what their sexuality is.
Number 29, Betty White. This one's a little different.
Oh,
It's not that
boy.
Betty White was asked a homophobic question,
Oh, boy.
but more how she'd handle the haters. While the Golden Girls had its flaws, the show had
My mother loves that much with her, sadly, though.
supporter of the LGBTQIA plus community.
I did understand, and if I were, like you, I think I'd be very flattered and proud that you thought of me that way. Thank you, Rose.
White showed in this interview that the support wasn't just for show. We love that she's more focused on grammar than giving any space to hate.
Oh, I don't care who you sleep with, whom you sleep with. I don't, it's what kind of a human being are you?
You can tell part of her feels like this should go without saying, but she also gets how important it is, especially from someone in her position, to take a stand. It's another moment that shows why Betty White was such an incredible ally and icon.
I don't understand. It's such a personal, private business.
While interviewing for the French talk
Seriously?
show, Cotid's Young, Harry asked for his thoughts on break.
We shouldn't respond to him.
Because if you were British and anywhere outside the UK, you could see that question coming a mile away. Styles gracefully sidesteps the subject, wanting to keep politics and his music separate.
I don't really comment on politics.
J'ai pas envie de faire des commentaires d'ordre
To
politique.
me, I think anything that brings people together is
Ce qu'il
better
faut,
than
c'est
Oh, he's in
what
France.
people
plutôt
But that opens the door for the host to pivot hard, bringing up Styles' support for gender and LGBT Miss Brit back then. Styles handles it perfectly, saying he doesn't see.
Je ne pense pas que ce soit de la
stuff
politique.
like equality feels much
Harry
more-
is pretty cute,
L'égalité,
though.
ce sont des questions fondamentales. Je pense qu'on devrait tous être égaux.
That doesn't feel like politics.
What's he doing in France?
Number 27, Andrew Scott. To any reporters out there, might we suggest not interrogating actors about their co-stars' nether regions?
Oh, another British?
That Saltburn scene. First off, yes, we agree with the voice in the corner saying no spoilers. Seriously, how unprofessional. But worse was the reporter ignoring Scott's obvious discomfort and pressing on anyway, leaving Scott no
I didn't know
choice but
London
to
even
walk
has a
away.
red carpet.
Too much.
Naturally, the clip up on wasn't trying to be malicious, but admitted was misjudged. You think?
Sorry, Mama, so many weird questions.
Stunt has gone down in infamy and is one she would address later in her career.
It was a stunt gone awry, as we say. It was not like, oh my God, by today's standards, it's like nothing. It wouldn't even get picked up in one place.
Anyway, you can tell TRL host Carter's sheer confusion. When she tries to gift him a Loverboy t-shirt, he hesitates, brushing it off as essentially, quote, not for men. Carrie coolly shuts that down fast, seeing the shirts for everyone and that she doesn't discriminate. The whole segment is a chaotic swirl of glitter, ice cream, and confusion.
Of course, the girls division of our clothing line.
Look, I can wear this.
Sure.
We love all types of people.
Number 25, Daniel Radcliffe.
What?
Daniel Radcliffe has long been known as an LGBTQIA+ ally.
I didn't do
Even
that.
more so since transphobia has clouded the Harry Potter legacy like a dark mark.
You walked in here.
He looks so cute. Kill Your Darlings?
It's why.
In Kill Your Darlings, he played poet.
Okay. Oh my, that's fucking hot. I wish I watched this when I was in high school. Are you kidding me? Daniel kissed a fucking boy. Wow. Okay, I like him even more now.
The film included a few intimate scenes.
That's so hot.
Speaking to HuffPost UK, Radcliffe noted how often he's asked about those scenes, saying people seem, quote, really shocked
Anyway,
by it,
excuse
but
me.
he doesn't think it's shocking. He called it as an example of the, quote, acceptable face of homophobia, describing the reactions as downright childish.
Begging. Okay.
Questions. And trust us, we're not done yet.
And when the topic of Cindy Crawford came up, Richard called to his publicist,
Convincing that some people questioned whether he was actually gay rather than, just a good actor. Walters asked him to address the rumors, and Gere gave a short, direct answer.
You played it so well, but there are many people who think you are. Does that trouble you?
I don't know, not the least.
But she wasn't done. She waited for him to elaborate, and he calmly responded that he doesn't care if people think he's gay, because there's nothing wrong with that. What did she expect him to say? Eventually, Walters realized she wasn't getting more and moved right along.
There's nothing wrong with being homosexual. It doesn't bother me. I don't know.
Number 23, Adam Lambert. Adam Lambert sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry when, at the 2000 spicy drinks.
Stuss, are you still there?
We know. Pearl-clutching stuff, right? It seemed like everyone was talking about it. It was almost as if the 2003 VMAs never even happened. Apparently, it wasn't something he'd rehearsed, but it just felt right in the moment. In a quote from Showbiz Tonight, Lambert called out the unfairness around the reaction.
Is it working now? I hope it's still working though. I understand. Can you still hear me now?
In your performance, so I agree with him on that note. He pointed out that if he were a woman, he doesn't believe it would have caused this much backlash, calling it, quote, a form of discrimination and a double standard.
A lot of it has to do with that he buzzed about it, but there wasn't a controversy.
Lil Star. Howard Stern is another of those interviewers.
Shit.